Shalom. Call on y'all about Shalom Show. Shalom to the left. I just want to go on what's been happening in society as far as business wise. And if any argument about the stock says stock's been down for a long period of time. For at least like past couple of weeks. And then it just started going back up. I always check it whenever I come back in. But the scriptures mentioned that the grinding shall cease. And that's what you see happening. I happened to see this video I queued up a while ago. Said jobs wiped out. Nearly 46 million filed for unemployment claims since lockdowns began. And a lot of people, they just doing that just to get Esau goodies. But what they don't realize is that they're getting prepped up for this RFID chip. And that's exactly what the book of Revelation is talking about. It ain't talking about nothing else. Let's see, let me pull the scripture real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. And those that look out the windows be darkened, and that's what's going on right now. A lot of people that I know personally, or even just random people that come up to me and want to inquire about stuff, or mention certain stuff to me, man, they be having this real dark look on their face. Because they see all this doom and gloom happening, and they don't know why it's happening, but certain men know why it's happening, and know why it's going down the way it's going down. And all this stuff meant to happen. When they talk about the keepers of the house, it's talking about the women. Because women are really supposed to be keepers of the house, while men go out and work, do certain stuff, and bring home the goods. And women, they're supposed to add on to that. Well, ultimately, they're supposed to be the keepers of the house, but they're going to tremble, man. That's why the scripture says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1, that 7 women should take hold of one man. And that ain't just to run around and just be fucking all type of women. That's because them women, they're going to need some protection. They're going to be scared. They're going to need answers. They're going to need somebody to help guide them. It ain't going to just be about no sex thing, because some people like to use that just for a sex thing. Now, that is going to be going on, because the women, they ain't going to just be around and be scared. If you lock him, know, y'all know how these women be. But the main thing, though, is this grinding, man. They're grinding and ceasing. A lot of these companies, there's another video I want to pull up too after I play this, but a lot of these companies are laying people off, or they're not even open up. And the main places that's open is stuff that's like transportation and food businesses and stuff. Doctors and dentists, they don't even really want to open up like that, and if they do, it's a long waiting list for you to even get in there. So let me let this play, and I'm going to pull some more precepts too. And see, hey, I'm glad this clip just played on here real quick. Because them defunding the police, all that's going to do is allow them to bring in the FEMA troops, some UN troops, them foreign troops on the soil. Because them troops that they actually bringing in, them not U.S. soldiers. U.S. soldiers are stationed in different parts of the world, whether it be in South Korea, near areas near China, Taiwan area, places near Syria, all these different places like Iraq, near Libya. Most of the soldiers, they positioned around the world. So what they going to do is bring in these foreign troops, and they're going to be all with this martial law shit, enforcing it, rounding people up, throwing them in FEMA camps, trying to force them to take the chip. All type of shit, man, about to break loose.
Bail, letting criminals back on the street. Violent crime exploded. Innocent children fatally shot. Who will be there to answer the call when your children aren't safe?
You see, hey, and then these devils, they like to play that little role, Democrats versus Republicans. They all in this shit together. They all up under one umbrella. Now, I'm going to let this other video play real quick.
This is Tabu 7. I want to talk about what's going on here with jobs real quick and take a look at the unemployment. And a shout out to Spiro, who shared this, picked this up off the feed, and started looking at it and thinking to myself, well, this is only going to continue to get worse in terms of the effects. The jobs, in terms of the number of unemployed people, it may start to plateau at some point. And again, this may continue down this path. Let's take a look here at the claims. From the initial claims, here going back throughout the past 13 weeks, you can see where the claims sit. Now, looking at states that were hit hard and those that recovered quickly, I think that this is key as well. Texas and Nevada, they show the worst deterioration in the labor market. Texas, Nevada, Washington, Jersey, New York, all of them topping the list there. On the other side of the coin, you have places like Florida and Oklahoma that recovered quickly. California, Michigan, Georgia, Kentucky, Ohio, rounding out that top sector here, all doing fairly well, all the rest caught in the middle. And when it comes to overall jobs, this is a big one that you need to see. Seeing is believing sometimes. Look at this. The payroll jobs created since 2010. The jobs created in the past decade was just over 20 million. We have wiped out twice as much as what it took to create in a decade. So basically 2 decades worth of jobs created in this country.
It's through.
Gone.
Hey man, Babylon is fucking through. They know she's coming back for this stuff. And the Wadi, how about she was shocked because certain men, I talked to certain Akim too, they still get gigs, got income coming in, got a dwelling place, got a sound mind, and all that different type of stuff like that. And we rejoice when we see this type of shit. Because me personally, hey man, I'm ready for our people to get back and rule the shit. Fuck all this other shit. Yeah, I might do business and do all the other stuff too, but overall, man, I'd rather see our people on top. Fuck that being on the bottom shit and having to go to the government for fucking loans and shit. And all that little dumb junk. The people be thinking that something ain't really shit. Our people really supposed to be on top. The heathen's supposed to bring they goods to us and pay tribute to us. We shouldn't have to go to them for no damn loans and go get vehicles, get housing, different shit like that, man. But all that stuff is just for a period of time, and that's still about to change. Now, I'm going to go into, let me see, it's another video I want to put up for you in a second. You know, something I want to put out on this, and I ain't gonna go on others. I'll bring that up on another list in a little while. Well, the main thing I want to go into with this, and I'm going to just end this off because I ain't want this to be that long. So I'll make a little quick video. But it says, in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1, it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh. And thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And that's our people to a T at the same time, because our people love to wait till the last minute. Wait till the evil days come, when they be rejoicing. They got goods and stuff. They eating good, partying it up, they living their best life, so to speak. They ain't think about no Most High, man. But as soon as that evil shit hit their ass, then that's when they want to wipe the dust off that Bible, read it, see what's going on in it. They don't really be understanding it anyway, but then they want to read it at the last minute. And hey, that ain't the way to be, man. That's why I say, remember not to create in the days of thy youth. Don't wait till the last minute. And I said, by the sun, and the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds will turn after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grind will cease because they are few. And those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. That's what you see a lot of these short, they shut up. So when the sound of the grinding is low, they shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And I know that personally because, hey, I make music myself. But I make money from it, but it ain't top level like it should be. And even a lot of these artists, they don't get the same gigs they was getting before, because don't nobody want to book no shows and do little certain stuff like that. Because this virus shit, now they trying to have virtual shows and all type of drive-in shows, like a drive-in theater, that type of shit. But that's because stuff is being brought up. It says also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way. And that's what they scared of. We got fears in the way of everything right now, because everybody's scared because the government done told everybody about some hoax that they came up with the whole time. They've been pushing out this fucking electromagnetic radiation on everybody to get people sick. having people bugging out, having people suicidal, having people tired and feeling drained and all that, and they blaming it on something else. Like the scriptures say, fear shall be in the way. It says, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden. And if you've been watching the news, them grasshopper or them locusts, they've been eating up shit over there in them different little areas of the world. It says, and desire shall fail because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Or ever the silver cord be loose, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return to Yahweh who gave it. Because even though this is going off topic a little bit, because people always be like, "Oh, you going to hell or whatever." Hey, the Most High give a spirit, and the spirit go back to him. It ain't going down nowhere else. But that's a whole other topic. And in this office says, "Vanity of vanity," said the preacher. All is vanity, and all the shit we deal with now. That's why the Most High gonna wipe this shit out, because it's vanity. You go to work, vanity. Buying all that shit for your woman or whatever, vanity. Fucking buying all that shit for your damn self. That's vanity. Especially when we don't really get to enjoy it to its max. That's why you should be desiring to get up out of this place and to be on top. Especially our people, all the stuff we don't deal with. Dealing with Esau and they bullshit, dealing with the police. Now, I personally deal with the fucking police. Damn judicial system, that type of stuff. Hey, people still want to deal with that stuff, man. That's why the scripture said, how long you simple ones? Well, you love simplicity. You know, y'all want to keep loving simplicity. So, when this place get brought down, hey, the people that love this place so much, they gonna go with it. And Lord's willing, I'll be able to elect, and I ain't gotta go with it. Shalom.